Okay, so let's start with the circle. We're going to put that on the right side. Those of you at home, go find a plate and you're going to trace it, right? Those of you in class, you have a compass. You put your finger on the dot, and it's actually good to mark the dot. And do at least 3.5, something like that. And it twists around like this. Okay, so mark the center if you're doing it with a compass. Otherwise, you will just trace around your plate, and you're going to kind of have to guess where the center is, and that's okay. All right? How are we doing with that? If you have your own compass at home, feel free to use it. Michael, do you want to use the plate, or do you good with the compass? Sure. Okay, and if you're using a compass, mark the center. Okay, use compass. We're out. We just have these. Hey, keep that center, and you do again want it like 3.5 or bigger. And radius. We do the circle on the right side. So I use the 3.5. So you put your finger on this. Put a dot in the middle, put your finger on it, and then 3.5. And put your pencil in the hole. You need the compass too? Okay. Sorry. There you go. There. Anyone's finished? Oh, there we go. Perfect. There you go. That should be over on the right side. Good. Good. Okay. Those of you at home now are going to need to find the middle. If you use the plate, you're going to need to find the middle. So try and measure the diameter of the circle, right? And wherever it's widest, that's probably the middle. So like mine is 7 inches, so 3.5 would be the center. Try and find it at its widest point. It might not be the exact center, right? Because you don't know. You're using a big white one. Yeah, I gave you some if you came for supply pickup. I did it at the first supply pickup, and I gave you even more at this supply pickup. Yeah, it's a big white paper. It's 12 by 18 inches. Yeah, big white paper. Okay, so those of you who have a compass, you mark the center by putting a little dot, right? Those of you that don't, again, try and find the widest point. At its widest point, mine's 7, so 3.5 would be there. If my circle is 6 inches wide, then it would be 3 divided into. Okay, use a little bit of math. Are we following along at home? Yeah. What happened? You broke it? Oh, okay. I can help. That's fine. That's fine. Put your finger down and move it down. And back down. And all the way around. Let's stay over here. You good? Okay. So, you might remember when we set up our color wheel, there's a very common mistake that people make that we don't want to make. All right. Do a straight up and down line through the center. So that's a diameter, right? Going back to geometry terms. Do one straight up and down. That's a diameter. Straight up and down. That helps. Okay, straight up and down. Now we're going to do a perpendicular, which means it's at right angles as best we can. Again, through the middle and across. Okay, then stop. Don't keep going. Don't think, oh, I got this. I'm going to keep going. You don't know. All right, so keep going. So then you'll have 4 pie pieces. Okay, straight through the middle. Whatever you determine the middle to be at home, because again, you're using a plate. You can't find the exact middle. That's okay. Those of us using compass, we know the exact middle. Go straight up, straight across. When we look at a completed one, we see straight up, straight across. It's recording, so hopefully you see it. See it after. Okay, straight up, straight across. Okay, now I want 12. If I bisect these again, that only gives us 4 there and 4 there. Like that, that's not enough. Right? That's not enough pieces. That's 8. I need 12. So 4 times what equals 12? 3. So I need 3 in each of these. Okay? Not 2. Don't bisect it in 2. That only gives us 8. I need 3 in each. If you have a protractor, you can use a protractor to get 30-degree angles, because 90 degrees divided by 3 is 30. Right? But a lot of us don't have a protractor, so that's okay. We're going to guesstimate. And again, every line we draw is going to go through the center. Okay, so I know this one needs 3, and it can go straight through the center. It can be a diameter again. Like that. And then another one straight through the center. And like that. And those are pretty even pie pieces. I did pretty good for just guesstimating. Right? And go through the center each time. Okay? Some people have a habit of, like, they know a line's supposed to go here and they move it up and then they draw like that. No, it has to go through the center. All the points come together like a pie. Okay? So that's 3, 3, and then I do another set of 3 and 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Don't bisect it into 2. If you need to show me at home what yours looks like, if you did it right, you show me. So now I've got 12. Okay, 12 pie pieces. Like this. Okay, and if you're not sure, count them. You have 12. If you don't have 12, you fix it now. Because pencil we can erase. So we fix it. Paint, we can't erase. So if you don't have 12, you're messing up your grade. Okay, because you won't be able to erase paint. So I'm going to count. I'm just going to put a little dot knowing that's where I started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm good. Do the same. Count. Make sure. Do you have 12? If you have 11, nope, it's not going to work. You're messing yourself up. If you have 8, that means you did what I said not to do. Count them. I know it sounds silly. Count them. Hey, babe. It's okay. Do you have a meet today? No, your varsity. Next week, okay. Well, good luck next week in case I forget to say it. All right. So now we're going to do a little circle here because I want there to be this design there that shows us the triads, the secondary and primary triads. Okay, so those of you at home, you're going to take something circular and smaller. I found this little stamp. It could be like a milk carton lid. I don't know, whatever you have. And you're going to trace it, again, trying to get it centered. Those of you here can use your compass again. Put your thing right over the center dot you already have and do a small little circle. Okay, using the same center. That is important. Okay, so I'm going to look. Sorry if I'm blocking. In the center, and I'm going to trace. I'm doing the way we are at home. So I've got that. And then I'm going to use my eraser, which you got a big eraser in your packet, but you can use a pencil eraser too. I'm going to get out my big eraser. And I'm going to erase all these lines in the middle. Pretty good. Okay, we're done with the color wheel part. We can add labels in a little bit. Let me zoom out. Okay, so the color wheel's on the right side. We're going to move on to all these little boxes that we have to make. That one's on the left. This one's on the right. This one's better. There we go, like that. Color wheel, all these boxes. Okay, so the nice thing about your rulers is you can use the top and bottom to create lines. Okay, so we'll start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, and they're about 1 inch apart. You can see that. That's what we're going to do. At the very top, you're going to put your ruler down. Make sure it's parallel. Again, neatness counts. Don't be like this doing it. And we're going to do a 7-inch line on the top. And a 7-inch line on the bottom. And then I'm going to put little dots on all the inch marks. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oop, my line on the bottom, I didn't go all the way, so I'll fix that. Use a ruler for every line. I've only kept the good examples. Maybe I should keep bad examples too in the future to show you what sloppy work looks like. You want them to be nice. Okay, and then I'm going to do perpendicular, straight up and down vertical lines that are perpendicular to these 2 parallel horizontal lines. You have to do the ones on the edges too. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm good. No. Those have to be detailed. Okay. Perfect. Then use the Hey, that's not a. Let's fix that. Your straight line was good. What is that? Okay, we understand? We got it? We're going to do these little boxes a lot. Okay, next little box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it. And I'm kind of, I care about the organization. I'm going to line my ruler up with my previous line just to make it look a little neater. I'm going to the 6 this time. And before I move my ruler, I've done my 2 parallel lines. Before I move my ruler, I'm going to mark my little inch marks at the top. Okay, now I do my vertical perpendicular lines to those horizontal parallels. And because I lined up my edges, the line above, the box above, is measuring up to the one below. See that? It makes it easier too. Can you see it? Is that better? Okay, and then the next one is another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do that again. Yeah, I'm going on to the 3rd line of boxes. Okay, so another 6 one. On the top, I don't move the ruler. Go to the 6. And I could go through and mark 1, 2, like I have been, but I also know I lined it up. So I'm just going to extend the lines I already have. And it saves me a step. I've done 3 boxes, 3 lines of boxes, 1 7, 2 6. Next, 5 and 5. I'm kind of cheating. If you get this, then do it. If you don't get it, just keep doing it the other way. But I'm using the lines I've already drawn, since all of mine are in a row, to color them together. Okay. Draw the lines together. Saving time. Seven, 6, 6, 5, 5. 5, 5, and I need 3 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3. 3 sets of 3. I'm going to do 2 next to each other. 1, 2, 3. 4. And take your time on this. Neatness counts as part of your grade. If you don't use a ruler for every line, I'm going to be able to tell. You're going to lose points. That's why we're spending an entire period just setting it up correctly. Okay, so 7, 2, 6, 2, 5, 3 3s, and your 12 section wheel. If you need to adjust the placement of some of them, that's okay. Like this one here, You can see the 3s are in a row, and she had more space in between. That's fine. As long as you have the right number of boxes and they're organized, that's all that matters.